a sprinkle, like our batza that we're talking about, he would paskin, either it means there he would paskin like the Rabbanan, or you could say that even his first teretz is even Rabbi Elazar ben Yaakov would allow it. That's his first teretz. Second teretz says he wouldn't, but Ravina would pass like the Rabbanan. Zok the Gemara weiter. Tanu Rabbanon. Tanu Rabbanon. Tanu Rabbanon. Marbitzen stay love on b'shviyas avaloi b'moyed. You could sprinkle the stay love on shviyas, but not on moyed. V'atan, in fact, the Gemara, yeah, you're allowed to sprinkle the field, a stay love on a grain field on shviyas, but not on moed. You can't do it on moed. V'atani marbitzen bein b'moed bein b'shviyas. We learn you could sprinkle it both on moed, both on shviyas. Amar Avuna leikash Rabbi Elazar ben Yaakov Rabbanon. One is Rabbi Elazar ben Yaakov, and one is the Rabbanon. So Rashi says stay love on. That means a beis habal. It's able to subsist on rainwater alone. Says Rashi, that which it says you can't do it on Moed, Hainu Rabbi Elazar ben Yaakov. That's Rabbi Elazar ben Yaakov. The Omar, he's the one that says you're not allowed to water a field. That which we say that it's both on Moed by Yeshis. You could, Hainu Chachamim. That's the Chacham, the Amatir and Lashkis Afilu Kol HaSodeh. Zok the Gemara Vaita. Amar Avun Lekash Rabbi Elazar ben Yaakov Rabban. Tanya, we learned another brayso. Marbitzen stay lava on Erev Shviyas. You're allowed to sprinkle water on a stay lava on a grain field. Erev Shviyas on Erev Shviyas. Kadei shiyatzu yirakus b'Shviyas. So that the vegetables should come out on Shviyas. Not only that, El Shemarbitzen stay lava b'Shviyas. You're allowed to water a stay lava, sprinkle it on Shviyas. Kadei shiyatzu yirakus matzai Shviyas. So yirakus come out on matzai Shviyas. Frekt Reb Moshe Nigros Moshe in Yerdei Chel Gimel Simon Kovtes to Ramaschal V'Anochin. He says, what he's saying, we know you're not allowed to do charish on Shviyas for Matzai Shviyas, so why do you be allowed to water, to sprinkle the field? Zok Reb Moshe, because hashka, the sprinkling, the watering, is not a malacha in and of itself, just that it helps cause, like charisha, you're actually doing something with the field, but with the water, it's just causing something else to happen. So therefore, when you're not getting an actual gain by it itself, when it's not a malacha, that's also, it wouldn't be also on shviyas. Okay. Zog the Mishnah weiter. So the Nesla Ishus, you're allowed to capture, to trap an Ishus. The Gemara is going to explain what that is. Besach barim and mice. We stay oilan and we stay alavan from both a orchard field with trees and we stay alavan or a grain field. Kedarka the regular way. The moed ubeshviyas. You're allowed to do it both on moed and by shviyas. The chachamim oimrim, and the chachamim say, mistay oilan kedarka, mistay alavan shalei kedarka. I stay ilan that it's going to cause tremendous damage. If the animals eat away at the root, then you could do a kedarka. Mistay alavan. But a grain field shaloi kedarka. Over here, there's a shaila in the Gersa. Our Mishnah says v'chachamim oimrim. But if you're geras the chacham, you would have to understand why would the chachamim be machmer over here? Why are they being more strict? And in other dinim over here, they're being mekel. So if you look in the Gilyon, some are geras Rabbi Yehuda. In fact, the Gemara later on Zayin Amid Alf on the top, Rabbi Yehuda Mistei Ilan Kedarka, Mistei Ilan Shal Kedarka is geras Rabbi Yehuda. Mistei Ilan Kedarka, Mistei Ilan Shal Kedarka. Umekaren es hapirtze b'moed. You're allowed to fix a broken fence on moed. Ubeshviyas b'nei kedarka and shviyas, you're allowed to actually build the fence. Says Rashi. Ubeshviyas b'nei kedarka. Why are you allowed to build a fence? Mitchila from the beginning. Avagav the mechsi davin it yusul, even though it looks like you're building a fence so that you could watch your peiros during shviyas. Still, since you're not mechaven, you're just being mechaven for the actual karka. you're not being mechavim for the fruit, so that people shouldn't walk on your land. So the same way you put a fence in front of your yard, so then it's going to be motafrekti gemara ma'ishus. What's ishus? What's this animal? Amar Rabbi Yehuda Bria she'ein lo einayim. It's a animal that does. It's a creature that doesn't have eyes. Bria she'ein lo einayim. V'chayfer b'karka, says Rashi, and he digs into the ground. Taisa says it's a chulda. The bottom Taisa tzadin, which is like a weasel, or maybe a mole, or something that goes down in the ground, and it doesn't have, meaning it doesn't have eyes because its skin covers over its eyes, so it ends up not being able to see. Amar Rava bar Yishmael v'yitem Rav Yemer bar Shlamya Mikra. Where do we have a pasuk like this? The pasuk says when we're saying that bad things should happen to our enemies, David Amel says in Tehillim, Kemoi Shavlo, like a snail, Thomas, that like withers away, it melts. Yahaloich, it should go. And Nefel Eishes Bal Chazusham, it should fall like a Eishes. That's the Ishus that we're talking about, this animal, Bal Chazusham, that doesn't see the sun. Tanu Rabban and Sadin as Ishus Achbarim, Mistei Alavim, Mistei Ilan. You're allowed to Sadin, to trap the Ishus, this mole, that's something that digs in the ground, Achbarim, and the mice, Mistei Alavim, Mistei Ilan, from a grain field and from an orchard field with trees, Kedarka, the regular way. Umachribin, and who's that like? That's like the Tanakama, Kedarka. Umachribin Chayrin Olam, and you're allowed to destroy the holes where the ants go in. Says the Gemara Ketzah Machribin. How do you destroy them and they don't come back? Rav Shmuel says, maybe Afar, you bring dirt, mechor from one hole, from this family of ants, and you put into another family of ants, and therefore it makes them crazy, or there's ants involved and they kill each other, or they go nuts from that they see, that maybe they think they're being taken over by other ants, because it's realizing there's other dirt there. And then they choke each other, they kill each other. It says Rashi, they smell it. And they don't know what, they think something's wrong, they go crazy from it, they get out of sort. The only time it's going to work when you take dirt, that's only if the dirt is on two sides of the river. Because if it's not on two sides of the river, you assume that the ants know about that dirt as well, or it has the same smell. Or maybe they could go back. And it has to be a river that doesn't have a gesher, a bridge. Gama doesn't have a it doesn't have like a plank of some sort to go across. And it doesn't even have a smaller type of plank. Says Rashi, Moed Katan, something smaller than a plank. And you can't go across. If you tie a rope across, and then it's like it must be so thin that you have to hold on to a rope to get across. And then you're able to walk. But says Rashi, says Rashi, but if you have any of those, then they know. They're friends, they go over, they play at each other's houses, so therefore it will not work. So we got up to Daf Vav. This coming up week is Daf Zayin. Usually we give the share of, in other words, the Bechina on Daf Vav was already. This week is really Daf Zayin. So we'll try to make it up and catch up next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos.